So the next part in our PGBP chapter, the discussion is inadmissible deductions. In the previous section, we have completed all the deductions. 37 is what we discussed. With that, all deductions related sections we have covered except very few points which I will discuss subsequently. Now let us focus on inadmissible deductions. Like, before I speak what is there in the book, there are certain things. In order to understand PGBP chapter, in order to get more command on PGBP chapter, there are certain things which you need to understand. You know, majority students, even at CA final, not only CA inter, even at CA final, majority students do these mistakes when a question comes from this head of income PGBP. Like, many do not understand the difference between the word disallowance, disallowed, both are same. Disallowance or disallowed, okay, but let us understand both are same. And not allowed as deduction. You see, these two words are different. One is disallowance, disallowed. Another one is not allowed. Both are different. Example, not allowed means what? Let us look at a layman example. Suppose you are entering into a particular hall. Security guard stopped you. He is not letting you to enter inside. Means you are not allowed. That is one example for that. I'll come to the technical example. I'll come to the income tax related example with a profit and loss account example. Okay. But first understand this. Suppose somebody has already entered into the hall, but he do not have permission. Now security guard checked inside this hall. Whoever do not have entry permission, but entered into this already. Somehow they entered. Security guard will take them out. Getting it? Will take them out. Nothing but will throw him out. This is called disallowance. Now let us understand in the accounting language. See, disallowances, nothing but inadmissible deductions. Disallowances, nothing but, we are discussing disallowances provisions, nothing but inadmissible deductions. Like, there are 4 key provisions. 40 subsection A, clause 1 or clause 1A. Either clause 1 or clause 1A. 2 provisions. This is 1, this is 2. 2 provisions actually. That is dealing with no deduction or non-allowance or disallowance on account of non-compliance with TDS provision. Anyhow, we will have a separate video lecture on this. Separately, we will be discussing all this. 40A subsection 2, paid in excess to related person. 40A subsection 3, paid in cash for more than 10,000. 43B, deduction only on actual payment. These are 4 important sections that we need to discuss under inadmissible deductions category. We have few more also. 40A subsection 7, 40 subsection A clause 2, clause 2A. Like that, we have many more. Some 3-4 more sections for also there. But predominantly in the part 4 in our book, CA Inter, PGBP, inadmissible deductions. These are the 4 important sections. But anyhow, I'm just showing you the list. But what do you mean by disallowed or not allowed? Like, let me give you a brief example of this 40A subsection 3. In order to discuss the example, let us first understand this particular point. If you recollect section 32, section 32, depreciation section, there we have seen one provision. What we have seen? No depreciation will be allowed, or they have given like this: asset will not be added into the block. An asset will not be added into the block. Nothing but the actual cost of a particular asset is equal to 0 if the amount paid on that asset is more than 10,000 rupees at the time of its purchase in a single day to a single person. Means, suppose if I buy a laptop for my business purpose and I paid entire money for that laptop. I went to showroom, I just liked some laptop. The laptop cost was some 1,25,000 rupees. I just paid 1,25,000 rupees in cash. I just carried along with me some cash. 2 500 note bundles, some 200 note bundles, a 150 notes bundle. So totally 1,25,000 rupees cash I have carried. I paid to the shopkeeper this entire 1,25,000. I got the laptop billed. The shopkeeper billed. I gave my GST details also because mine is a business entity, and I got GST input credit. Somehow I paid 1,25,000 in cash. I brought it to my business premises. Now this laptop I purchased for my business purpose, right? I can claim depreciation on this, right? Under income tax law. Under income tax, if I have to claim depreciation, what is the provision? This cost of this laptop, actual cost, This has to be added in the block. Now I saw the income tax provision. What it says, if the amount paid at the time of acquisition of asset, if the amount paid is in other than account payee check, other than account payee demand draft, other than UPI method, other than digital mode of banking, if the amount paid is other than these modes, these are permitted modes. You paid in cash, example, you paid in bearer check. Bearer check means what? You just write the check, you just mention on that self, or you just mention the person name and you sign it, write the amount. The person, whoever you gave the check, he can go to the bank, show to the bank, get cash immediately. Whereas account payee check means what? I will cross the check and then give him. What happens? If I go with an account payee check and show the banker, he will not give me cash. What he will say me, sir, you can only deposit this check into a bank account. You can withdraw from your bank later, but you have to deposit first into a bank. That is called account payee. Means whatever the check I issued, the amount will be paid into the account. That's called account payee check. What is the difference between a bearer check and account payee check? Very simple. In a bearer check, I just write the person name and send him. He can go and collect the cash. Now, subsequently, after CCTV camera footage, everything got deleted. Who is the actual person collected cash? If I want evidence, we can't trace it. Suppose account payee check. The check whatever I gave, it will be deposited in a bank. No? Correct? The check whatever I gave, it will be deposited in a bank. Now tell me, even after 5 years or 10 years, just by generating bank statement, we can identify in whose bank account the amount got deposited, which means the recipient can be traceable. Whereas in a bearer check, whereas in cash payment mode, recipient cannot be traceable. Suppose I purchased laptop from somebody in OLX, second-hand laptop I purchased. If I paid cash, tomorrow, if department asked me from whom you purchased, I told so and so person I paid 1 lakh. Department went and inquired that person. He is saying, I didn't sell at all. I didn't receive. Where is the proof? So he may defend himself. I paid some money, right? What is the proof that I paid money? No proof can be established concretely, conclusively. That's why what income tax department is saying, if you want to get a deduction for any expenditure, if that expenditure is more than 10,000 rupees in a single day to a single person, you cannot pay by cash. You cannot pay by bearer check. You can only pay by account payee check. You can only pay by account payee demand draft. You can only pay by internet banking, UPI, NEFT, RTGS, permitted electronic modes. Like that, they have given all the electronic modes. In this, you paid to somebody, right? Tell me, when you paid, for you it's an expenditure. For the other person, it's an income. Tell me, if I suppose if I am a flower vendor, or I'm a vegetables vendor, I'm a fruits vendor, or some selling I'm doing. If I am continuously getting cash, no consideration, I can hide this income from the department of taxation. Yes or no? If at all I receive money digitally, everything. If I receive money in UPI method, phone pay, Google Pay, or if I receive money through check, account pay, or if I receive money through internet banking like that, whatever money I'm receiving, it is depositing in my bank account, and my bank account is linked with my PAN number, and my PAN number is linked with the income tax database. So you are paying through, you are paying to me in the bank, right? You are showing it as expenditure to the income tax department for your business. I am receiving money, right, in my bank account. Can I suppose, if I do not file IT return, suppose if I do not pay tax, do not file IT return, what department computers were, what they do, the computers were so artificially intelligent. They have artificial intelligence software. They will identify what are all the bank accounts where PAN number is linked, getting it, where they're having so many transactions, turnover, but they have not filed IT return, or filed the IT return but paid very less amount of tax, or not at all paid tax. Department system, computer will identify and send them income tax notice. Now tell me, this entire thing is happening because the other person, whoever is receiving money, you are spending the money, you are showing it as expenditure, but I am receiving the money, I am getting the income, it is reflected in my bank account. I cannot escape from the department. Are you getting the point? With a view to bring more people into the tax bracket in order to avoid accumulation of black money, untaxed money. What department is putting restriction? You are the payer, no? You are incurring expenditure. Is it for the purpose of business? Okay. If it is more than 10,000 in a single day, pay by other than cash. Simple, pay by other than cash. For a particular transaction, you cannot pay more than 10,000 in other than account pay check. In cash, you cannot pay for a particular transaction for more than 10,000. Simple logic. So this is the rule they brought. So this is one provision. So same way, section 32, what we have seen, if I purchase any asset, depreciable asset, where I paid more than 10,000 rupees in cash or bearer check, something, actual cost to be considered is zero. Department says, I will not consider that. Why you paid in cash? What is the proof that you paid in cash? I will not consider. Because since you paid in cash, other person who sold the asset to you, for him also he will do black money accumulation and all. He will have untaxed money, income. So I will not give deduction for you. So what are they saying? Whether you purchase an asset or whether you incur some revenue expenditure, whatever it is, if it is more than 10,000 rupees for a particular transaction to a single person, more than 10,000 rupees, only by account pay check, account pay demand draft, or electronic mode of transaction is only permitted, only then I will consider that as expenditure. Otherwise, I will not consider that as an expenditure. I hope you are clear. Now, tell me, in section 30, buildings, we have seen this buildings point, right? What is the buildings? In that, what expenses are allowed? If it is own property, repairs expenditure is allowed. Insurance is allowed, yes or no? Suppose for some of my building, some wall related, some damage happened. What I did is, I called one Mestri. I called one, the person getting it, some civil worker getting it. He does civil works, all civil works, building related works and all. So I called him. He told me, sir, entire this wall has to be, repaired with a wall care, wall putty, and we need to paint it properly, completely, all that. So for which he told me 20,000 rupees is the total charge, sir. Service charges 20. Now, if I pay him 20,000 in cash, he is asking me in cash. He specifically told me, sir, I will not receive money in phone pay or Google pay, nothing, sir. I want in cash. Only then I'll do the work. I agreed. Okay, you do the work. I paid in cash 20,000 rupees. Now tell me, this is my office building. For this purpose, I spent this money 20,000 rupees and I paid entirely in cash. Tell me, is this a business expenditure? Yes. Is this considered under section 30? Yes, it comes under 30. It is allowed as deduction under 30. But 40A3, what this section says, 40A3, what this section says, since the amount of expenditure is more than 10,000 rupees for a single transaction to a single person on a single day, not allowed. This 20,000 rupees we don't consider. In income tax, this is not considered as deduction. This is not considered as expenditure. No deduction at all. Sir, I spent money, sir. Honestly, promise. I will not consider. I told you very clearly. The income tax, the taxman has told you very clearly, for any expenditure more than 10,000, pay by account payee mode, pay by electronic mode. Only that is permitted. You are paying in cash. Accumulation of black money is happening. Other side, maybe you are honest, but the other person may not show this to the income tax department and pay tax on it. That is a provision. That is one provision. Now, let us connect this example with these terminology. Disallowance versus not allowed as deduction. Now, the same example I'll tell you. Same example. Suppose I will show you my business profit and loss account. My business profit and loss account. I have made sales. 2 crore is my sales value. Yeah, during this year, my turnover is 2 crores. Sales alone, only sales is 2 crore. And I have paid salaries. 1 crore 20 lakh salary expenditure is there. Okay. I have made a car depreciation, some depreciation on plant and machinery, 15% block. Some depreciation is some 10 lakhs. Okay. Office expenses, some expenses. Okay. They are some 5 lakhs. Repairs and maintenance, getting it, some 10 lakhs. Okay. That's it. Now, what is my profit? So, 2 crore total. So, 120, 130, 140, 145. So, 55 lakhs is my net profit as per my profit and loss account. See, I am not talking about income tax. This is my P&L account. I am showing you my P&L account. As per my profit and loss account, the income is 55 lakhs. Now, if I observe this information, Salaries and all, no, everything is paid through bank. All the employees, they were paid salary monthly once on first of the every month. They will get bank direct credit. Tell me, is there any, now tell me, this entire expenditure is 1 crore 20 lakhs. I also paid in bank only. Will department object me? So I have, what is my income under income tax? Tell me, this entire sales 2 crore, no, under which head of income it is taxable? Sir, sales, sir, business, sir, obviously income under PGBP. So say incomes. First I will list out incomes. Incomes. Sales how much ma? 2 crore. So 2 crore is my income. What is my total income? Now tell me, total income 2 crore. Minus deductions. Now let us look at deductions. Now deduction under section 30, how much? Deduction under section 31, how much? Deduction under section 32, how much? Deduction under 35, 35 AD, all that how much? 36, how much? 37, how much? Section wise we need to see the deductions. Now once I reduce all this, deductions, final amount, what is the income? What is the final amount? This is income from business or profession. Correct? Am I following correct approach? Yes. Now you see. Now, so entire 1 crore 20 lakh salary expenditure is there, 1 crore 20 lakh rupee. Tell me, is this allowed as reduction? Oh, yes, sir. Entirely paid in bank. No? Now tell me which section? 30, 30 talks about building. 31 talks about plant and machinery. 32 talks about depreciation. 35 AD, it talks about scientific research, specified business. Mine is not a specified business, eligible business. I am not incurring any scientific research. So this section itself do not apply to me. Next, 36. No, salaries is not covered in 36. So where it is covered? 37. So let me put it. So entire 1 crore 20 lakhs. Can I claim deduction under section 37? Very much, sir. Very good, very good. Now, next, look at this example carefully. You will feel very easy subsequently. This entire particular video, I'm only talking about the concept. I'm not talking about any particular section specifically. One section, 10,000 rupees section is there, no, 40A subsection 3. That section briefly we covered. Briefly we discussed for discussing this problem. Getting it? Now, next, car depreciation, 10 lakhs. How this depreciation is calculated? This depreciation is calculated in block of asset approach only. Very good. Rate of depreciation is 15%, and that is plant and machinery category. Even under income tax also, if we calculate depreciation as per we discussed, no, section 32, as per that also depreciation is 10 lakhs only, no problem. Now, in my accounting books, in my books of accounts, how much depreciation I showed? 10 lakhs. In income tax also, how much is permitted? 10 lakhs only. So tell me, can I claim 10 lakh rupee depreciation? Yes, very much. So under section 32, how much is the depreciation? 10 lakhs. Okay. Next, office expenses. Entire office expenses is how much? 5 lakh rupee. Now, is this entire office expenditure, this 5 lakhs is spent over 12 months. In the entire 12 months, we spent monthly some 30-40,000 like that, 50,000 like that. Every rupee is only paid through phone pay. For buying milk packets, for buying coffee powders, all that, for tea powders, snacks to the staff, okay, for various expenses, for buying, grocery items, sanitary items, all that we only paid through other than cash. Only everything is paid only through phone pay mode. Entire 5 lakhs incurred for office completely, no personal expenditure, revenue expenditure related to business completely, exclusively. Tell me, can I claim deduction? Yes. Now tell me, office expenses 5 lakhs, so many puja items, whatever it is. Under which section I can claim deduction? This is the question. Under which section I can claim deduction? 30, it's building related. 31, it's plant and machinery. 32, depreciation. 36, we didn't have. Office expenses, puja items, groceries and all, they're all covered under 37. 37 means what? Anything which is not covered above, but are related to business, revenue in nature, they are all considered under 37. So 5 lakhs, another 5 lakhs is considered. Correct? Very good. Now, next. Repairs and maintenance, how much? So 5 lakhs is also completed. Repairs and maintenance, how much? 10 lakhs. Repairs and maintenance, how much? 10 lakhs. Okay. Now, 10 lakhs is a repair. For this, there is a point they have given. They have given some additional information. My client, he gave me an additional information related to repair. Sir, in this repair, sir, there is some 1 lakh rupee repair. There is some 1 lakh rupee repair which I spent on 9th September 2023. By the way, this P&L is 23-24 financial year. Let us assume this P&L is 23-24 financial year, which means previous year 23-24, assessment year is 24-25. So this previous year, 23-24 financial year, whatever transactions were there, on them, on those transactions, we will pay tax in assessment year 24-25. Very good. Okay, now out of this 10 lakhs, out of this 10 lakhs, 1 lakh expenditure is there. 1 lakh. What is that? It is incurred on 9th September. Very good. 9th September, you spend the money. This is for repairs. Repairs of, furniture, miscellaneous items, all that. So many repairs. Entire office related repairs. Okay, let's assume office related repairs. This amount is completely paid in cash. This amount is completely paid in cash. Okay, to a single person in a single day we paid. On a single day we paid. Single person only we paid. Only one transaction or repair. Office repairs. It's single transaction actually. Office repair is a single transaction. So one vendor is there, one supplier is there. We spoke to him. He agreed that he will repair entire this office building by charging 1 lakh rupee. He asked me in cash and I paid in cash. Remaining 9 lakhs is an out of this 10 lakhs. Remaining 9 lakhs is an they all paid in bank. Phone Pay, Google Pay, NEFT, RTGS, like that. Fund transfer, internet fund transfer, electronic fund transfer, like that they paid. This 1 lakh alone is paid in cash. Now tell me, in income tax, since I paid this 1 lakh, but remember, tell me, in my books of accounts, regularly in my tally, in my accounting records, when I incur 10 lakh rupee, I will debit to P&L also 10 lakh rupee only. Do I bother about income tax provision? No. In my regular books of accounts, I spent 10 lakhs, I debited 10 lakhs. But under income tax, out of this 10 lakh, since 1 lakh rupee is paid in cash for more than 10,000 rupees to a single person, entire this 1 lakh is disallowed. It is not allowed as deduction. Agreed? Yes. Which means out of this 10 lakhs, how much is considered under the Income Tax Act? 9 lakhs only considered. So how much is considered? Section 30-31, office repairs, plant and machinery repairs, put together how much is considered? Only 9 lakhs. Sir, but you are saying 10 lakhs, no, that's what I told logic. 1 lakh, why we did not consider? Since it is more than 10,000 rupees and paid it in cash, it is not considered. Sir, more than 10,000 only not considered, no, which means out of 1 lakh, 90,000 only not considered, no, you are saying entire 1 lakh. I will tell you that point at the time of actual discussion of that section. These are threshold limits. What is this called as? These limits are called as what? Threshold limit. Getting it? If at all I paid more than 10,000 in cash at a time, entirely disallowed, entirely not considered. It is not up to 10,000, after 10,000. If it exceeds the 10, entirely disallowed. It's a threshold limit, we call it as. It's not a slab limit, it's a threshold limit. What is meaning of threshold limit? I'll consider later. So entire 1 lakh is not considered, which means out of 10 lakhs repairs, which I debited to P&L, only 9 lakhs is considered. Agreed or not? Yes, 9 lakhs is considered. That's it. Now tell me, in P&L, all 4 items which are debited to P&L, we evaluated. Now accordingly, I am computing. This is my books of accounts. This is my books of accounts. Whereas this is my income tax records. Income tax records. Now, in books of accounts, P&L account sales is 2 crore. Even in my PGBP, 2 crore is taxable. Now, repairs 9 lakhs is considered. Depreciation 10 lakhs is considered. 37, total expenditure is what? 1 crore 25 lakhs. 1 crore 25 lakhs. So, what is the income from business or profession taxable under income tax law? What is the income that is taxable? 2 crore minus 9 lakhs minus 10 lakhs minus 1 crore 25 lakhs is equal to 56 lakhs is my profit as per income tax law from business. What is my profit under income tax law? Under income tax act, as per income tax act, my income is 56 lakhs. Sir, as per my profit and loss account, 55 lakhs only, no? No. In your books of accounts, whatever profit, whatever loss, doesn't matter. When I talk about income tax, we have our own rules. Getting it? You may show whatever amount as expenditure in books, but we will consider only certain amounts as expenditure as per the sections. Law means what? As per law, we need to show expenditure. As per law, we need to show income. In your books of accounts, journal entry, ledger, whatever you want, trial balance, whatever you want, you show. But we only consider as per our provisions. In the income tax, your profit is computed as per our provisions. Your loss is computed as per our provisions. Whatever you showed in your books of accounts, we don't consider. We take that information. but we apply our own rules. Tell me, books of accounts, profit and loss account they gave, no, in this question, that information only we considered, no, based on that only income tax records to be compiled, correct? That's it. So now tell me, now we computed income, no, like this. Now let me show you. Now the right side, no, whatever I have showed in the right side, no, in exam, this presentation format is not considered. Answer is correct, but this format is not considered in exam. This format is not considered. When a profit and loss account is given, wow, in exam they will consider. Now I will solve the same question in a different way. Information is same, but I will solve it in a different way. You see, now I will solve in a reverse approach, negative approach. Now, how much net profit they gave? Tell me, how much net profit as per profit and loss account? Sir, it is very clear, sir, 55 lakhs. Can I pay tax on this 55 lakhs completely? No. Look at. Now tell me, how this 55 lakhs is computed? This 55 lakhs is computed, credit they totaled fully, then whatever they have debited, out of total credits in the P&L, all the debits made to P&L were reduced, correct? That's how this 55 lakhs amount came into picture, correct? Which means this entire amount, tell me, in order to get this profit, no, whatever we credited in P&L, they were all added, correct? For computing this profit, credit items in the P&L were added. Debit items in the P&L were reduced. Can I consider like this? How this 55 lakhs profit came in the profit and loss account? How this 55 lakhs came? Just a minute. Let me highlight it with a different color. How this 55 lakh rupees came? This 55 lakh rupees in profit and loss account came. It was computed by adding all credit items. Out of them, by reducing all debit items, this 55 lakh amount has come, correct? Now I want to compute what is income taxable under business or profession head of income as per provisions of income tax law. So for that, what am I doing? Okay, let me start with the same profit. Why should I do entirely? Why should I do entirely like this? Why should I do entirely like this? All once again taking all incomes minus taking all expenses. Why should I do? I will do a reverse approach. See how I work out. Now tell me, 55 lakhs, it is computed by totaling all credits, from that reducing all the debits. Like that 55 lakhs was computed. Now, so 55 lakhs. Now for this, what I will do is, for this, I will add back. Means, adding back means called as disallowed. I will add back disallowed expenses. Disallowed expenses. What is it? Disallowed expenses. Disallowed expense means what? It is an expenditure debited in P&L. What is it? It is an expenditure debited in P&L, but it is not allowed. It is not allowed as per income tax law. It is not allowed as per Income Tax Act. Some section 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 40A, 43B, 40, whatever. It is expenditure debited in P&L. It's debited in P&L. But it is not allowed as per income tax law. And that is called disallowance. That is called what? Disallowance. That is called what? Disallowance. Now you see. Now disallowed. Okay. 1 crore 20 lakhs is debited in P&L. This entire 1 crore 20 lakhs is for what? Salaries purpose. Entirely paid in what? Banking mode. Is it allowed or disallowed? Sir, it is allowed, sir. It is allowed. No problem. We can claim deduction on this. But tell me, I am considering 55 lakhs direct profit as per P&L, no? For calculating this 55 lakh rupee, already item debited 1 crore 20 lakhs is reduced, no? Correct? How 55 lakhs we got? 2 crore they added, 1 crore 20 they reduced. Of course, remaining also they reduced. But I am talking about 1 crore 20. They reduced already. Yes, they already reduced. Now tell me, when I am solving, once again should I reduce 1 crore 20 lakhs? Once again, no. Sir, this 55 lakhs is already 2 crore minus 1.2 crore minus 10 lakhs minus 5 lakhs. Like that is already computed, sir. 1.2 crore is already reduced, sir. Why should once again we reduce? No treatment. Correct? So now tell me, this is an expenditure. 1.2 crore is an expenditure debited in P&L. When will I disallow? when it is not allowed as deduction. But in our question, this 1.2 crore is paid in banking mode. It is allowed as deduction. No disallowance, no punishment. Yes. So no treatment. No treatment. Next, second point. Depreciation. How much debited in P&L? 10 lakhs. Okay. How much under income tax law? Depreciation as per income tax provisions? Same amount we got. Now tell me, for calculating this 55 lakh rupee profit, they totaled 2 crore. They reduced this 10 lakhs, no, already. Only after reducing this 10 lakhs, we got this 55 lakh, which means, see, by the way, this video also I'm going to upload on the YouTube. So watch it as many times as possible. This video will be there on the YouTube on 8th September. 8th September 2023, you will find this video on the YouTube. So this is a concept video. So if at all you want to watch multiple times, you can watch multiple times, because in Google Drive, whether you're a Google Drive student or application student, the view is limited. So if at all you want to watch multiple times, September 8, 2023, you will find this video on the YouTube. Getting it? Fine. Anyhow, since this 10 lakhs is already debited in P&L, already for calculating 55 lakhs, it is already reduced. Should I once again reduce? Not required. So it is an expenditure debited in P&L, depreciation, but not allowed as deduction. Is it? No, nothing. As per income tax also, 10 lakhs depreciation. You already debited 10 lakhs. No treatment. That's it. Okay, very good. Third item, office expenditure. How much it is? 5 lakhs. For calculating this 55 lakh profit, this 5 lakhs is already reduced. No, correct? After reducing 5 lakhs only, this amount we got. Now tell me, is there anything? It is debited in P&L, 5 lakhs. Out of this, is there anything that is not allowed under Income Tax Act in our example? No, nothing. Everything is allowed. Everything is office expenditure. Everything is paid in banking mode. No treatment at all. So here, what is the treatment? 5 lakhs? No, nothing. Because while computing this 55 lakh, that 1.2 crore, 10 lakh, 5 lakh already reduced. Remember. Now, last item. Look at this carefully. Repairs and maintenance, how much? 10 lakh. Now, while calculating this 55 lakh profit, this 10 lakhs is reduced. No, correct? Yes. Tell me, as per income tax law, out of this 10 lakhs, 1 lakh rupee, it is paid in cash to a single person on a single day, as per section 40A3, since the amount is paid in more than 10,000 in cash on a single day, that 1 lakh, only that 1 lakh, out of 10 lakh, remaining 9 lakh is paid in banking mode only. Only 1 lakh is paid in cash. 40A3 says it is disallowed. 40A subsection 3 says it is disallowed. It is not admissible. It is inadmissible. The section says it is inadmissible. The section says it is inadmissible. Out of 10 lakhs, how much is inadmissible? 1 lakh. Means how much is permitted? 9. But tell me, for calculating this 55 lakh profit in the P&L account, how much we reduced? We reduced 10. As per income tax law, how much of it will be considered? 9 only will be considered. 1 lakh rupees is not admitted, correct? That is disallowed. Disallowed means what? Hey, you already reduced 10 lakhs. For calculating this 55 lakh profit, repairs and maintenance 10 lakhs you already reduced. Now you should add back. How much you should add back? How much? 9 lakhs, No. I will add back how much? Very good. If at all you guessed it right, disallowed. What is it? Disallowed under section 40A subsection 3. How much? 1 lakh. To this 55 lakh, how much I will add back? 1 lakh I will add back. Why 1 lakh we are adding back? Very simple. Out of 10 lakhs, which is debited, which is reduced already for computing, this 55 lakh profit. We already reduced it. But under income tax, how much is considered? 9 lakh is only considered. The 1 lakh we don't consider at all. Correct? Now, already how much is reduced? 10. How much under income tax we should consider? 9. How much is already considered? 10. How much excess amount considered? 1. If I just add back, that is enough? No. So 1 lakh we should add back. Now tell me, what is the profit under income from business or profession? What is the profit? 55 lakh plus 1 lakh. How much? 56 lakh. See, same answer we got. What I did, net profit as per P&L account 55 lakh. Plus Disallowances. Disallowances means item debited to P&L, already debited to P&L, but not considered under income tax law. How much it is? 1 lakh. What is the reason? Section 40A subsection 3 disallows that. So what is my income? 56 lakhs. You see, at first, no, if you look at entire this past half an hour discussion, no, at first what I did in a direct approach. Like in P&L, whatever credit side were there, there are incomes. Whatever incomes taxable under PGBP, I will add it. Whatever expenses allowed as reduction, I will reduce it. In that way also, I got 56 lakh profit. Indirect approach. Indirect approach means what? I will just take that profit as per P&L. Whatever adjustments is there, I'll do adjustment. That's it. Net effect I will do. This is also I can do. In exam, this indirect approach is only allowed when a profit and loss account is given. Indirect approach like this only they will ask you to present. You see, in this way also you can compute. In this way also you can see, you can compute the answer. But you see, entire information we are once again writing in this approach. Whereas in this approach, we are only writing differential items. Remember, in profit and loss account, you debited means you already reduced while computing profit. You already reduced. And then income tax also, it is deductible. You already reduced in computing the profit, and then income tax also it is deductible. Means no treatment. Suppose you reduced 10 lakhs. In income tax only 8 lakhs is considered. Means you started with net profit, right? This net profit is computed as per P&L after reducing 10 lakhs. But in income tax, how much is considered? 8. Means this profit you will add back by 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs is disallowed. So in indirect approach, I use the word disallowed. Disallowed means why disallowed? In computing this 55 lakh rupee, I consider 10 lakh rupee expenditure, whereas expenditure is how much? 9 only. So 1 lakh is disallowed. Whereas in direct approach, no. In direct approach, no. Did I use this word disallowed here? Did I use this word disallowed here? No. Out, we calculate 2 lakhs, 2 crore is the expenditure. Repairs and maintenance 10, only 9 lakhs is considered. 1 lakh is not allowed. I am not disallowing it. I am not allowing it. Simple. Not allowed means we will not reduce. Disallowed means we will add back. I hope you understood the basic difference between disallowed and not allowed. I hope you're clear. We have many more like this. We have many more like this further. We have many more. Okay, so I hope you got clarity on disallowance. Inadmissible expenses means I hope you have clarity. So every time what in exam we do, they will give a profit and loss account. In P&L, what are all they will credit, to confuse you. To confuse you, what are all they will credit, they will credit. I will show you one example. Or else, there is a, you have a question like this. Question number 9. This is test your knowledge question in the PGBP. Illustrations will be there. No, after illustration, TYK will be there. In that question number 9, you see here in this P&L, they have given so many credits. So many credits. They have given so many debits like this. What is the net profit here? They gave net profit is 5 lakh. Net profit is 5 lakh. But in this question, I'll give you one example. Dividend from domestic companies is there. Dividend income 15,000 they credited in the P&L. Now, just one example I'm telling you. I am not solving this question at all. In this video, my objective is not to solve any question or not to explain any particular section. My objective of this video is to give you an understanding of how conceptually computations we do in PGBP. Getting it? Now you see. Now tell me, to calculate this net profit 5 lakh, no? Whatever this side credits were there, no, they are all totaled, no? Yes or no? This is totaled, this is, sorry, profit you ignore. This is totaled, correct? Huh? You see, whatever I have rounded in red color, you just total it, 2,32,000. Sorry, 2 crore 32 lakh plus 2 lakh plus 15,000 plus 1 lakh 80,000. From that, all these items they reduced. Only then they got this 5 lakh profit. Correct? See, this gross profit, no, this is set off. These both will set off. Gross profit, whatever I highlighted in red, they both will set off with each other. 1060, 1060. Correct? Only what are all? These are all we will reduce. Yes or no? These are all we will add. So this entirely we will reduce. So whatever right side yellow color we will add, whatever left side yellow color we reduce, you will get the profit of 5 lakhs net profit. Correct? Now tell me, in this question, to get this 5 lakh profit, this 15,000 rupees is added, no? If at all in the P&L, this 15,000 is not there, the profit is how much? 4,85,000 only. But because 15,000 is credited in P&L, profit became 5 lakh. But tell me, in my PGBP also, this is books of accounts P&L. But in my income tax, as per my PGBP head of income, is my income 5 lakhs? No. This is as per books, sir. This is as per accounts, 5 lakhs. In this, no, 15,000 is added. This 15,000 is dividend income. Dividend income is not taxable under PGBP. Dividend income is taxable under income from other sources. Now, in exam, they are asking you, please compute PGBP income how much? Now, tell me, while computing this 5 lakhs, for computing this 5 lakh profit, this is already added. Now, tell me, under PGBP, under business or profession, will this 15 be added? No, this is not added in PGBP. This is addable. This is taxable under other sources. So, what should I do to get PGBP profit? 15,000 I should reduce. So my PGBP income is 4,85,000 rupees. Just one item I took. PGBP income is how much? 4,85,000. Sir, why not 5 lakh profit as per profit and loss account? Hey, in P&L, every income you credit in P&L, every revenue expense you debit in P&L. But in income tax, every revenue receipt we will not tax under PGBP. Only business related revenue receipts we tax under PGBP. Dividend is not my business. I just say invested my savings, I got dividend. That's my other sources. That is not my PGBP income. So whatever net profit you gave in P&L account, that we will not consider in PGBP. So we have to adjust it because this 15 is added. Income from agriculture is exempted, not taxable at all. It is not at all taxable. 1,80,000 is not taxable. But tell me, this 1,80,000, 1,15,000, 1,95,000 added, no, for computing this 5 lakhs. But actually this 1,95,000, is it taxable under PGBP? No. But this 1,95,000 is added for computing this profit. So if I have to get PGBP profit, this 1.95 I need to reduce. 3.05 is only PGBP income. One more adjustment I adjusted. Like this in debits also, so many debits were there. But not all of them are deductible. Some of them we don't consider in income tax. We should add back for this profit. Only then we get correct profit. You know, I know right now in the past 5 minutes, whatever I explained in this, you might be having slight confusion. Getting it? But while I am solving each and every problem, I will explain you in direct approach. I will explain you in indirect approach, both. But in exam, you should only write which approach? Indirect approach you should write. Once again, watch this video thoroughly. You will understand what I am trying to tell you. I hope you understood the word disallowance. I hope you understood the difference between disallowance and not allowed as deduction. Getting it? So that is disallowance. Inadmissible expenses means that's how we compute in reality. So in practically we compute like that. Disallowance means nothing but so and so expenditure you incurred, no, we don't consider, we don't allow that as a deduction. So you see, section 30 to 37, they are talking about various expenses that are deductible under business. Under this head of income, whatever turnover, taxable. Whatever deductions covered under 30 to 37, you reduce it so that you will get profit. There are some expenses. There are some conditions. 40 section 40A subsection 1, 40A subsection 1, 40 subsection A clause 1A, 40A subsection 2, 40A subsection 3, 43B. There are these sections which says some expenses are not deductible. They will not be allowed as deductions. So what I told in my introduction class, 30 to 37 talks about various expenses that are considered for deduction under PGBP. 40 series talks about conditions for these deductions. Only if those conditions are satisfied, deduction you will get. Suppose I spent repairs 1 lakh. What section 40A subsection 3 says? If it is more than 10,000, pay by banking mode. If I pay by banking mode, 1 lakh is allowed. If I pay by other than bank, through cash, not allowed. So indirectly 40 series is talking about additional conditions for deductions. Read. This video, if you understood thoroughly, if you understood the impact of this particular video while solving the problem, I am telling you, you will never do a mistake in PGBP. Anyhow, each and every section, I showed no here, 40A. Each and every section, these are 4 important sections in disallowances under PGBP. Each and every section we will have a separate video, getting it, in our class, getting it. Only this video I'll upload it on YouTube, just for your repeated mode and those who are not having good clarity on this particular concept. That's it. So with this basic introduction to part 4, inadmissible deductions, we have completed. Okay, that's it. So you see here, what are disallowances we have? Some 40A subsection 1, 100% disallowance. 40A subsection 1, 40 subsection A clause 1A. Actually here printing mistake, it is 30% disallowance. What is it? 30%. Then we have 40 subsection A clause 2. We have 40 subsection A clause 2B, clause 3, clause 4. So many were there. Clause 5. 40 subsections B. Okay, we have so many to discuss. It's not that easy. Okay, we have a problem also on that. 40 capital A, inside that subsection 2, 40A2, 40A3, 40A, 40A7, I think, next one. 40A7, 40A9, 43B. Once we discuss all this, inadmissible deductions part will be completed. Then we have something called deemed profit, where we have already covered certain provisions. So once we complete this, then we will have a discussion on 44 series. 44 series. That is nothing but accounts and audit. Once we complete this, then we will come back and discuss finally charging section 28. With that, PGBP head of income chapter will be completed. Most students feel difficult, PGBP chapter and capital gains chapter. These two, I'm telling you, you will feel like a cakewalk. Getting it? I'm telling you, you just listen to the lectures carefully. Many students are asking, sir, running notes. No, don't even ask my running notes. See, I'm just scribbling just like anything. If you watch this at the time of listening to the class, you may feel it is good. Okay, sir, somehow it is useful. But after 1 month, this notes will not be useful to you at all. That's the reason I'm not giving. Just please observe the class only. Observe, understand the provision. See, I have not yet discussed any provision. I will be discussing each of this section in depth in my each and every video, next upcoming videos. I hope you are clear on this. If possible, on the YouTube, if at all you watched, put a comment, give a comment whether you understood this provision thoroughly or not. Okay, that's it. Take care. We'll continue in the next video. So in the next video, I will straight away start with disallowances. Getting it? I may discuss in the same order, or I may follow some other order. Getting it? That's it. Okay, carry on.